So for decades, we have been programmed to put doing good and making money into two different camps. The approach sees the role of business being to focus on making money and treats doing good as being external to the business. So if your response to doing good and making money, when you hear me talk about that, is to think about how can you make as much money as you possibly can using your business, and then how do you give away as much money as you can through donations to charities or through setting up a foundation. If that's where your mind automatically goes, then you are seeing doing good as happening outside the business rather than seeking to bring it inside the business. And so that approach, that way of thinking, is the external camp. The alternative that I'm offering you is to instead look for the opportunities to make a positive difference with the everyday decisions that you're already making in your core business activities. That is the internal camp, or what I'm talking about when I say doing good inside the business. I'm going to show you a little graphic just to explain this more. What you'll see is that in this graphic, there are the playing out happens of what the two camps look like. On the left-hand side, you have the external camp. And here you will see an empty business model, which is representing the different parts that make up your business. In this approach, you're looking at your business as simply producing and delivering a product or service to your customers and working hard to ensure that you're doing that in a way that is bringing in more money than it takes to operate. You'll then see just outside that business model canvas is a circle that's labelled good. And this is referencing your ability to use the profits from the business or the donation of your time to contribute in ways outside your business. So that's the external camp, and it's where most people live. On the right-hand side, if you look at the graphic again, we have the internal camp. That's where you'll find me sitting around the campfire with a cup of tea, telling stories and doing my best to convince and explain to business leaders why they should be setting up camp over here. Now, what you'll notice if you look at this graphic for the internal camp is that good has made its way back inside the business. And it's now sitting in the business model. So individual parts of the business, things like the customer segments, the value proposition, the key activities, the cost structures. These parts of your business model are now stamped with a big tick to symbolize that they are actively contributing and being used to have a positive impact on people, the planet, and your profits. So I want you to get to a place as you work through this both and mindset, and as you learn how to bring doing good back inside your business with this internal camp, I want you to get to a place where the donation of profits or the establishment of a foundation or any other approach that sees doing good only taking place external to the business, even if it's enabled by it, that type of approach needs to become the icing on the doing good cake rather than being the cake itself. It's a nice to have, it's a bonus, it's not the main game.